Hello and welcome to this October 6, 2010 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we're taking a look at Regal Entertainment Group, ticker symbol RGC. This is about a $2 to $2.1 billion company that operates movie theaters in the United States. Taking a look at the chart technically, you can see we topped out back at the end of March, came up again, tried to get through that level in early April, and you could see that the MACD was already starting to roll over, so it was starting to print a negative divergence. Momentum was clearly slowing, and then on this push to the downside, you can see the volume really came in on the down days. You saw a lot of big volume days that broke down below the 50-day moving average. The 20-day crossed below the 50, and then notice each time as we tested this 20-day moving average on any strength, we continually failed until we finally printed a positive divergence in early July. And you can see we put in a reversing bullish engulfing candle at the bottom here. And then that's what eventually took us up close to the 50-day moving average. So we had a positive divergence, higher MACD, lower price. Many times that will lead to a 50-day test. We got close here. We came back down, tested one more time, and then we got the 50-day test. Had some pretty good volume here on the break above the 50, but absolutely no follow-through whatsoever. We came right back down below the 50, and then we sold off some more and put in new lows. Now on this low in mid-September, you can see we had lower price. Once again, the MACD turned back up, so we have a positive divergence. And off of this positive divergence, I think the action's been much more bullish. You can see here that we had a straight move up, went up, we tested the 50-day almost immediately, about 3 days later. Had a little bit of a pullback almost to the 20-day, and then we blasted through the 50-day moving average and did so with pretty good volume. Volume trends have been improving here over the last 3 weeks or so. But on this push up, we went through both the 20 and the 50. You can see that the 20-day has actually crossed back over the 50 for the first time since we lost it back in May, so that's a bullish development. And with this straight up move, this really has formed a flagpole. And what we've seen over the last week to week and a half is a little bit of sideways to slightly lower action where the flag has printed. So we have a flagpole that's gone straight up. We've got the flag that's into the side. This is a bullish looking pattern to me. You can see on Tuesday we had a move down intraday below both the 50 and the 20-day moving averages. Came back up, held well above it. I think the stock looks good. If we get a breakout above 1350 to 1355, we would be breaking this pattern, and we would measure up probably about another $1.90 to $2 from there, which would take us up close to the 1550 level, which is where our one of our reaction highs was back at the end of May when we went back up and tested this gap resistance. So I wouldn't be shocked if we make this breakout and the volume confirms that we would, I wouldn't be shocked if we made this move back up to test this 1550 area. That's what I'd be looking for. Notice too that the MACD, which had climbed back above the center line, see the last time we failed, even though we got up to the 50-day, you can see we failed right on the center line, turned back down. This time we've clearly gone above, and even while we've been slowly moving a little bit lower and consolidating, notice the MACD really hasn't turned down much. It's staying pretty flat off of this nice move through the center line. So I think the momentum is clearly turning on the bullish side. And unless we go back down and close beneath these moving averages, I would tend to want to be on the long side here. And I think any 20-day test makes a lot of sense to be long. And ultimately, the breakout above 1350 to 1355 is what you're looking for. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at investedcentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.